Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Hey, 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 it's Friday, folks. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dogson, with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
This week is all about brotherly love and brotherly domination.
That's right. Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
I wish one day we could coach football against each other.
That would be a very sloppy version of what we're going to see on Monday.
You guys might get a chance if it's Duggins against
Honestly,
Duggins,
my
4-on-4.
My 4 versus your 4.
We get you guys some aviator sunglasses on the
side for sure. The only way my boys are winning that, they're going for
khakis in a polo.
We're tackling.
It's gonna be flags on every play.
I don't think my 1-year-old can walk well enough to play. So you really got 4-on-3.
We'll put Callum on him. It'll be fine. He'll be his little guy.
Callum, you get the little
Callum
one.
Is the same age as my third.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Semantics.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, folks, welcome back. Oh, boy, we got lots to talk about, obviously. We've got a Craig experience lined up for you and a special music video lined up for you.
Oh, my God. Lil Ladd McConkey.
There was a tease.
Sorry.
Little taste.
Little taste.
Gosh. But
kiss.
Before we get into anything, folks, Rip Van Winkle woke up, and it's time for him to tell us about his game day experience. Kyle, the coach, dug in. How was it to watch the Chargers win against the Bengals?
Boys, I'm still not fully awake. I'm still recovering from that Sunday night. I think. I'm so tired.
Can you recall anything?
Bits. I have bits.
Did we win?
Yeah.
What day was it?
It was, everything was just like this team is this year. Everything was amped up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Even from like getting into the Thunder Alley, it was just busy. There was just people everywhere. You couldn't walk down one way or the other. My poor 5-year-old was just terrified because there were so many people packed in such a small space, and it was all powder blue, like the whole place. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, and that's like my fear for this Monday is that can we replicate that? Can we? Yeah. Is that going to be the new norm, or was it just a one-off because we played a crappy Bengals team that their fans didn't want to come watch? Well, they're not crappy, but a poor record Bengals team that their fans didn't want to travel for. Whereas this is a very different situation for the Ravens coming into SoFi.
Or it could be like us where we circled this game and we weren't letting anyone go but us. That's my hope for this one.
That's my hope for sure. But yeah, the whole experience was awesome. Like I talked about a little bit on the instant reaction. Yeah. The Chargers, they hit it out of the park with all the pregame stuff, the legend guys from all over the years, the right before the last drive, the lights in the stadium go off and there's a pump up video. Like everything was awesome. And we forced 2 timeouts from being loud. Them not being able to communicate. Like I've never had that. We've never had that since we left San Diego. Yeah. So it was, I mean, that overall, that's what made winning so much better is because we showed up. I feel like the loss would hurt even more if you're walking out of the stadium and it's just a bunch of Charger fans that came to support the team and didn't get the dub. Right. I haven't had to think about that. Like it does suck.
You never will.
Yeah, it does. In the past, it has sucked leaving and there's all the opposing teams celebrating, but it almost makes you angry. It doesn't make you more sad. Yeah. But if you were to leave the stadium with a bunch of other sad brothers and sisters and Bolt brothers and sisters, it would be, I think, more of a sad experience. So I'm so glad we got that W on Sunday.
We all are. And we're glad that you were there to support in causing the other team to have to call those timeouts.
And I got a question, Kyle. Do you want to run it back?
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's go Monday.
Cool. All right, we'll be there. Let's do it.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. We're running it back. Well, speaking of brothers, folks, Adam Schefter tweeting out that Sports Central has putting out Who's Got It Better Than Us, which will highlight the Harbaugh brothers in the run-up to their Monday Night Football showdown. The special will air at midnight tonight on ESPN2. and multiple ESPN platforms. And guess what, folks? We're going to watch that too over at Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat.
Nice.
Definitely. So if you're watching this on this Friday episode, head on over to Patreon because we're going to be watching some of that.
And I just
brother.
I remember the lead up, and they try and get these guys together whenever possible in the off season, like at the combine and all that stuff. And it's always gold. Like the one thing about being at the game that's not the best is that you're not going to see all the special packages and stuff. Yeah. So that DVR will be set to record, and we will be watching that game again the next day.
It better be.
You know what? I have one complaint of the viewing experience from Sunday.
Oh,
the replays in the stadium. Awful.
Almost non-existent.
God awful. They don't show anything. I don't know why they don't want to show it. It's almost like they don't want the crowd to react again. If it was a good call, bad catch, like missed a tackle, whatever it was, they don't want us to see it again to get mad or to be happy. But there was like the people in front of me were getting so mad at me because I was like, show the replay like the whole second half. And they just wouldn't show a replay. They weren't listening to me.
That's when you need to get into the Instagram group chat we have for our friends that are watching it at home. They can fill us in real quick. That's
you hear that, Gang? You guys better be on your A game.
All right, Patreon fantasy football chat. Here we go.
I don't know if I trust all those guys though. Those are very opinionated takes that they throw in there. It's not always just spitting facts.
We're gonna have to don somebody with the crown of like straight news.
Yeah, this is a test. You guys, you better pass. All right.
I need a beat reporter. I don't need everyone giving me their opinion the whole time. Then it's just more frustrating because then I'm going to want to see the real replay that much more. When there's there's 10 different guys saying different things about what happened on the play, I'm going to be that much more confused.
We'll keep them in check. Looking over at the fewest points allowed chart, there's been no movement at the top. The Chargers are still sitting there at 145 points allowed this season.
And I'm pretty sure that the Steelers just gave up a pretty good amount of points losing to the Browns a couple hours ago.
24?
How did they lose?
Too bad, but it was in the snow.
How did they lose to the Browns?
Did you see this? Wait, did you watch any of the game?
I watched some of it. Yeah, complete blizzard. They gave up 24. Sorry,
there you go.
There it is. I just pulled it up. they gave up 24 points. So this is they're at 86 now. So as long as we don't give up 41 points, we're good.
Yeah.
Good math. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I panicked. I was like, this is too easy. Wait, no, I'm doing something wrong.
Wait a second.
Wait, that came to me too fast. I'm not Rayman.
Yeah. Wait.
So yeah, Chargers still killing it in the points per game, even after giving up. What did we give up? 27 this last game. So still
the streak's gone, but we got the dub. It's all that matters.
Hey, we still fewest points, baby. I'll take that streak any day.
Yep.
And another streak that's going right now is Justin Herbert since week 8. He's rocking with 4 wins.
He's going streaking.
He's going streaking. Passing yards per game, 255.5. Passing touchdown 7. 0 interceptions still. And passer rating of 111.3, leading the NFL both in the passing touchdown and the 4 wins category.
Remember the stat we talked about the last couple of years where he's like the best quarterback when it comes to if his defense gives up less than 20, was it 27? I think it was 27. If he gives up less than 27 points, he is like almost undefeated.
Yeah.
So that it's absolutely true, and it's working this year because we have a great defense. So keep it up, Herbo.
And then over on PFF Fantasy and Betting, they wanted to point out that the most rushes of 20 plus yards in Week 11, Justin Herbert is tied at the top with 2, along with Saquon Barkley and Taysom Hill of all people.
I think that was the underrated part of that game was how good he was, minus the fumble when he was rushing, like how good he was running the ball. He is healthy.
Yeah. It feels like those are like the drive extenders. It's like,
oh yeah.
If he hadn't run for a couple of those first downs, the drive stalls, we punt. But if he just gets that one first down to kind of get us going, that's when the offense did what it did in the first half. It's just those little drive extenders that he's able to create with his legs that it's hard to continuously stop him because then defense is on the field, that many more plays. You're getting them that much more tired. You're getting to see stuff, be on the field, get into flow. Roman can get into a flow. It's just that's what I think is the biggest part. Like he didn't run for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's so effective in getting us into rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 of those being for 20 plus, which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And also PFF pointing out most forced incompletions in week 11, Christian Fulton. 4.
Yeah, he had a tough couple plays, but in general, like he played really well. Like, and we were talking about this on the last episode, Kyle. I wanted you to weigh in, like what Cam Hart has become to this defense, and like the fact that they're putting him on like these big receivers, and they can't do anything against Cam Hart. Like, what's going on?
I know it's his body just translates to the NFL. He's so dang big and long, and he's fast enough that it's just translated really well to the NFL. And I think he's getting coached up well. They're not putting too much on his plate. He's not having to think too much. He's just going out and playing fast. And yeah, I mean, and it's not just that. Like he's hitting people consistently,
jacking people up.
Like the physicality that he plays with is different. You put a corner out there. Wide receivers do not like to get hit. Like eventually, he's going to have a name in the league of like, oh man, not this guy. And I don't.
Yeah, like Cam.
Maybe I could run around him a couple times, but he's going to hit me hard.
He's going to make me pay for it. And he's going to take my lunch money.
He's going to make me
Ralphie. Yeah, no, he's an absolute stud. And we'll take a look at his injury status as we get down to that spot. But Dotson Cuts pointing out that the Bengals have the 3rd worst defense, allowing 26.9 points per game. They are 4-7. In 2021, the Chargers had the 3rd worst defense, allowing 27 points per game. The 2021 Chargers finished 9-8. Justin Herbert is the only QB in the past 20 years to have a winning record season with a bottom 3 defense.
That's how good he is.
That's how important a solid defense is, man.
I feel.
Let's whisper it. Whisper it. We don't want people to know.
Oh yeah, don't let anybody know.
Don't let anyone know. Go ahead. What are we gonna say?
Everybody. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to talk now, okay?
Yeah, okay, I'm not playing this game.
I don't want to play these childish games, Kevin.
Oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say now. Okay, I got it back. So the Bengals, stop it, Kevin. I do feel kind of bad for the Bengals fans. Like, their team this year is what we have been for the last 3 years. You've had an incredible
It's so frustrating, isn't it?
Great wide receivers, a very below average defense, and you just find ways to lose games. That's what they've done all season. They're like they're 1-6 in 1-score games this year. It's like every game is close. They're not a bad team. No one would say they're a bad team. But you look at their record and they're at the bottom of the league. Like they're already eliminated from the playoffs in week 12. And that feels like that was us for so long, having to fight to no, Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. It's like, no, he's just a social media quarterback.
Social media.
Joe Burrow is a social media quarterback right now. He's not winning football games. That's a QB stat, apparently.
No, he's frosting.
So maybe he
hair.
sucks.
Tips.
So that's.
I don't know. I don't want to bring this name back up because we agreed to never speak it again on this podcast. But Acho now loves Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
it's
of course
weird and stupid, and of course he does.
It's fun. It's fun. It is. It's whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Looking over at more PFF. I guess is this number 5? Was Ladd McConkey rated number 5?
Number 5 wide receiver. Yeah.
Wow. PFF grade of an 80.9. And McConkey set a career high with 123 receiving yards in the Chargers' Sunday night football win over the Bengals. He has now averaged over 2 yards per route run in each of his past 4 games.
And somebody put something up on Reddit, which if you don't go check out Reddit, you should. The Chargers Reddit is pretty great. But somebody made like a route tree and the percentage he's open. He's always open. The only time he's always open. Like it's like 70 to 80% on every route. And it's this huge route tree. The slant is the only one that he doesn't get. It's like a 40% he's open. But everything else is like
he's finding ways to get open.
Next level quality being open.
Wow. Like that. Chargers Muse pointing out that only Jamar Chase, George Kittle, and Amon-Ra St. Brown have more receiving touchdowns than Quentin Johnston this year so far.
He's a sneaky touchdown machine.
He is. We like that here. We're big fans. More touchdowns for QJ, please.
I think I'm wearing. I was telling you guys, like the 3 games we've lost this year, I didn't wear my jersey.
You hear that, folks? It's Kevin's fault.
I'll take responsibility. 2 games I was on vacation and I was wearing a Chargers t-shirt. The third game I was on set shooting a movie and I was wearing a Chargers t-shirt. Whenever I wear the Quentin Johnson jersey, guess what happens, boys?
We win. But
we win.
Why weren't you able to wear your jersey on all of 3 of those occasions?
Explain yourself.
Well, I was getting off a plane, kids and food. That's an expensive jersey. I don't want to mess that up. And then the movie, that would be really weird if I just rolled into set with the jersey on. But it was freezing, so it would have been covered anyways. It was cold that night, so it would have been fine.
Oh, so you could have worn it.
That's why you bought the quadruple X. You put a sweatshirt on and then the jersey over.
So here's the deal, Kyle. I know I made a mistake, but this is all in the past. I'm looking towards the future, and I won't make the mistake again.
That's all I needed. I just need you to put your hand up, take accountability. So there it is.
I admit wrongdoing, and I won't let it happen again.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm wearing my Josh Palmer jersey. That means we need somebody in a Ladd McConkey. Adam, Old Dog Wooly.
I don't have a Ladd McConkey.
Oh, we should probably.
I've got my Navy Herbert jersey that I've been waiting ever so patiently to wear for this game because it is.
You're right.
Their only Navy game.
They are in the Navies.
So
right.
I've got to rep the Herbert. So hey, anybody else out there want to rep a Ladd McConkey jersey?
You know what we got to do? Our wives. We take our wives. We take our wives with us to the game, to the pro shop. We get one of them Ladd McConkey and another one
Will Dissly. J.K. Dobbins.
Done. J.K. Dobbins. That's the move.
Yes,
J.K. Dobbins.
Much better.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be full offensive jersey wearing team. They had a Dissly jersey at the pro shop. That'd be awesome.
Or Joe Alt. He's the tip of the spear.
He is tip of the spear.
Dicker the kicker.
What if we make our wives the tackles? We get Slater. Slater and all. All right, that's a cooler idea.
Who are these guys?
Just have them walk out in front of us and we walk in all slow-mo. Yeah.
They're the protection, yeah.
Yeah, they are. They protect us.
Herbert jersey. This is what you're getting.
You're wearing Joe Alt.
Make me look like an
it.
asshole in front of
Joe Alt. It's just so not a fun name like for a jersey.
Yeah.
You're Joe Alt.
This is a better idea.
Is that one word, Joe Alt? Joe Alt. All right. Well, this also popped up. Some current PFF scores for ex-Chargers versus their 2024 replacements. Interesting little tidbit here.
I saw this was really interesting. It was a nice comparison of what our GM's doing.
So last year, some of the cornerbacks we had, J.C. Jackson and Mike Davis. Jackson is practice squad somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows where? And Mike Davis is rocking a 50.3. Are their replacements of Christian Fulton and Tarheeb Still 77.9 and 71.6 respectively. So
it's a
upgrade.
Good jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Safety, last year we had JT Woods. He's sitting on a practice squad somewhere. And this year we've got Elijah Molden with a 78.1.
Monster.
That's a green.
Big time.
Big green. Linebackers, Kenneth Murray, Eric Kendricks, 46.5 and 64.8 respectively. This year, Deion Henley and Denzel Perryman at 67 and 64.
Upgrade. Deion over Kenneth Murray is the big upgrade, 46 to 67.
Huge.
And then on the defensive line, Austin Johnson, Sebastian Joseph Day, and Chris Rumpf. Austin Johnson, 59.9, Joseph Day, 67.7, and Chris Rumpf is sadly on IR. This year, we've got Poona Ford, Tierre Tart, and Bud Dupree, 79.6, 66.3, and 45.7, respectively.
Bud Dupree, that's not an accurate score.
That doesn't feel right.
I don't know where they come up with the PFF grades.
I love how we hate them when they go against us.
I know.
But
45.7.
Kenneth Murray, 46.5. Obviously, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, when the stat doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense.
Couldn't make more sense.
So, yeah, we've got a lot of upgrades here on this Chargers defense, and it's looking pretty good. It's paying off in dividends so far. Some quotes. We've got Ladd McConkey on Sunday night's win said, you dream of moments like this. You work for moments like this. So I feel like it's just the little things are just adding up. That's what little things do. They add up.
Our little Ladd McConkey.
They go both ways. You know, bad little things add up and tear you down. Good little things add up. Hey, going in the right direction. Jim Harbaugh on Justin Herbert's play said, it is what it is. Enjoy it. He's not only one of the best in the game currently, He's one of the best of all time.
Dude,
Just a
coach
hype guy.
He is like
guy.
legit hype guy on
But
this
do you
one.
disagree?
No, absolutely not.
Exactly.
I just think that we may have to worry about a Justin Herbert like pride being an issue here with the hype that he's getting from his head coach.
Yeah.
He talked about that.
They interviewed him this week, and he's like, you know what? At first, it was awkward, and I don't like to hear that kind of stuff, but I've gotten used to it with a little smirk. Like, he's just like playing for a coach like that. It's special playing for a coach like that, is what he said.
Yes, you shall all address me now as Beast Herbert going forward.
Yes,
and then Quentin Johnston on Ladd McConkey said, Ladd is amazing. Even though I have been here a year longer than him, I'm still learning from him. Just the confidence he has in himself. I feel like that kind of just bounces around the whole receiving room and the whole team.
Dude, how about Ladd McConkey catching basically the game-winning catch at the end of the fourth quarter on that last drive?
Yeah.
And he just gets up smiling like he just won the turkey bowl.
Like his shoulder isn't injured.
Yeah. He's not like, let's go, or like pointing for a first down.
He's just a good old boy. He's just a good old boy.
Yeah.
I got it.
I love that guy.
And then Harbaugh on Herbert again, saying his talent, the effort that he puts in, everything that you can say good about a quarterback, and then some. Talent and effort, and then intangibles that are off the charts. Any measurable you can have for a quarterback, tangible or intangible, he possesses at the elite highest level.
He's just so angible. Got all the angibles.
He's got this angible. He's got that angible. Intangibles, tangibles, they're everywhere.
Love it.
It's coming out of his pockets. He's got so many. And then on the play of his teammates, on his play and his teammates, this is from Justin, said, I think it's a combination of things, but it starts with the offensive line.
Classic Justin.
Tip of the spear.
Tip of the spear.
It's not me, it's them. The play doesn't go without protection and having time to get rid of the ball. Bradley Bozeman and those guys have done such a great job of communicating and working together. I feel very comfortable dropping back and knowing I've got time. And to have guys be able to make plays downfield and be able to throw to guys like Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Josh Palmer, and Jalen Reagor. They've all done such a great job. It's really a team effort, and they make my job easy. Classic Justin.
Classic Justin.
Yeah, it's just a good
I'm
guy.
not the greatest. They're the greatest.
Yeah.
The line has been a lot better, though. Like, I do feel like the interior, I think that's a big thing, was communication and like gelling. And I think they finally have a little bit of a feel for each other of where they're going and where they need to move, what protections they need to check. And maybe it's a Bozeman thing. I don't know if we'll ever know. We don't really get the answers and get to see.
Sure.
But whatever has happened, it's looked a lot better the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. No, they're really tightening things up there on the line. And yeah, Herbert still got sacked this last game, but it's trending in the right direction as far as giving him time just to throw the ball.
Well, and the fact that Joe Alt was the highest graded tackle in the entire league this last week. What the fudge? I didn't say fudge.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Good draft pick. All right. Well, looking at over at NFL Films, they give out their picks as per usual. Only two. Utah, give me two. People are picking the Chargers to win this game over at NFL Films. Shockingly, Adam Rank. That's the Ravens winning.
Did you hear what this guy did? Did you hear what this guy did this week?
He's trolling our whole fan base.
He's ridiculous. He's so ridiculous, and he thinks he's being funny, but he's not. He's just stupid.
I think he's turned it into something funny. I think he's going to go 24-23 the rest of the season, us losing.
I don't know why you like him. I don't think he's funny. He pisses me off.
I don't think he's funny.
I don't think it's funny
Every time he does it, we win, though.
But when he picks us, we win too. It doesn't matter what he does.
You're letting him win, dude.
You're letting him win. You're letting evil. You're letting the darkness take hold.
He's getting the response that he wanted. You're giving it to him.
Fair. It works.
Don't let
classic troll.
Adam Rank's name is just being mentioned all over the internet right now.
Gotta pay the troll toll. Well, he clearly has gotten such a big reaction from Charger fans.
Oh, yeah.
He made a video specifically addressing us.
Yeah.
So let him know how you feel. Keep it going.
The fan base must be big enough to get the attention of guys that are doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And he's like, tell me who, and no, but he's trolling because he was like, tell me who I should pick. Who do you guys think I should pick? Like, oh, dude, don't. I don't know. It's like the
that
one
pushes
thing.
Kevin's button hard. Apparently,
Adam Rank has replaced the Acho. I've had an Acho hole in my heart for a while because we haven't talked about him. We just put Adam Rank in there, and now I'm fired up.
But his whole point was, who do you want me to pick? Because every time I pick against you, you win.
This is like when Kyle was doing bold predictions last year, saying that like the Chargers were going to lose.
I flipped it. Yeah, I did, and it didn't work. So,
but when he picked us to win, we won. So what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what he says. He thinks he's counter.
You're blinded with rage. You can't even understand what
I believe in science. I believe in math, and I'm just going by the numbers.
Like a deuce rolling over.
All right, we spent way too much time talking about Adam Rank. Let's move on.
But I will say, all these games, every prediction is one score. Everyone has like respects us now. This essentially is a good thing here.
Yeah. No, this is not even one score. These are like one point. 2 points,
most of them are 1 point
points.
games.
Yeah, the biggest is three.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's just going to be that good of a game, folks. I hope you all got your pacemakers checked. Hope you all got your blood pressure medications refilled, because it's going to be that kind of a game. Looking over at the injury report, week 12, not ideal, but there's some things to look at here. Joey Bosa still with the hip, getting limited practice. It's fine. But
I feel like he's going to be limited all year long.
Probably.
It just is what it is.
It's still being effective.
His whole career's been limited.
But Dupree popping up with a foot injury, getting a limited practice in. AJ Finley dealing with an ankle injury, has not practiced. Cam Hart, as we mentioned, got taken out of the game last Sunday for a concussion and is still dealing with that. Concussion
God,
ankle.
I hope he's okay.
Did not practice. Derwin James showing up with a groin injury, limited. Whether it's the left or the right remains to be seen. Dean Leonard dealing with the hamstring injury. He was on IR, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
so he is coming back.
It's still just lingering, so they got to toss him on there.
Right. And Khalil Mack also, that groin injury still dealing with a...
I'll take a practice out of Khalil Mack.
Still limited,
He's playing this week.
For sure. Ladd McConkey showing up with that shoulder injury. We saw that happen this last game as well. But hey, he still played through it. So even though he's not practicing Thursday,
he gets a day off.
I think he's going to play. This is all based off of Thursday practice, folks. Denzel Perryman showing up with a groin injury.
I don't like
practice.
that.
Yeah, that's not good.
And Trey Pipkins with the ankle injury, limited practice.
It's only one groin though. It looks, because it doesn't say groins.
Double groins.
Well, Chargers linebacker Denzel Perryman is apparently considered week to week with his groin injury and is getting second opinions on it per ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. So
what is that? Troy Dye? He's got to step up.
Troy Dye, Nick Neiman.
Wish we had Colson. That's the fact.
Colson would be nice to have back too.
But I'm just telling you, man, like the impact Denzel Perryman has when he lights people up, you can hear it on the broadcast. Like he people are not comfortable catching anything over the middle when he's there.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, he might kill himself trying to tackle Derrick Henry this week. So maybe it's okay. He honestly might kill himself.
Well, we can't have that.
No.
So, Nick Neiman will tackle legs. Troy Dye will wrap up some ankles. Stay safe. Bring him down.
Dayon is Dayon. He'll be awesome.
Dayon's fine. Yeah, but I do think there's a chance there that he would have gone up high and would have been good for either guy.
Or honestly, but Denzel Perryman, I can't remember what year it was, but he took out a tackle. Like he jacked up. Do you remember that one? It was the New York Jets. I can't remember his name.
I want to say Carter, but I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, that is one of those matchups I would have loved to have seen them meeting in the 1 hole, 3 hole,
like a
2 hole, 4,
where there's just this big explosion.
Yeah,
pieces
the coyotes
falling everywhere.
TNT
clothes just exploding off of them.
Yeah.
So week to week, not ideal, and we'll get that second opinion, and we'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully he can get healed up, because we love seeing him hit people hard, just as much as we love seeing you folks visit our sponsor this week. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to cash in all of your takes this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are ice cold. Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sports opinions into real money. Like Red Zone Rush, a game you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a TD by swiping right for yes, left for no. It's as simple as that. Plus, your entry will be automatically boosted, and you'll get a 51% profit boost when you play. 51%, folks. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like passing yards, interceptions, touchdowns, and much more. And Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit now using promo code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. $1,000 in bonus cash.
Yeah.
You see $1,000?
That's what I said. Don't make me say it again.
Utah, say it twice.
So, folks, I mean, don't you want $1,000 in bonus cash?
I do.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Use code CCHAT and make picks. We've got to make. Can't wait to make some picks. Should we make some picks right now?
I think we should get together this weekend when we get together, and we should do it in person.
Just whatever our balance is, we just use all of it.
Yes, all of it.
We'll spread it out, but all.
I'm in.
Well, you don't have to do all of it, folks. But if you want to, you certainly can, as long as you download the app and use code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama, and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concern with your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY, or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And when you're done making crazy picks and spending thousands of dollars, you can go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat.
Spend some more money.
Take some of your winnings. Bring it on over to Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/ChargerChat.
you're getting. Just come give us some of that.
That's a full year of Patreon subscription.
Times 10 years.
Yeah, it's like a decade of subscription.
We post funny, silly videos every Friday, and we've also got a Zoom hangout that's going to be coming up here Sunday. We're all going to be together. We're all going to be hanging out.
That's going to be a fun one.
Abode,
I can't wait for the excitement.
Kids. Yeah,
the excitement level of everyone that's going to hang out with us on that Zoom after where we are right now. It gets me so fired up. It's
going to be fun, folks. And if you don't want to go to patreon.com/ChargerChat, it's totally fine. You can go on over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the members section and ask questions and ask both fam. So go check out chargerchat.com.
I need a new hoodie, by the way.
All right. Well, chargerchat.com.
Yeah, go over. You know where to go.
It's got what you need.
Yeah, I'll go. Were you listening? You know where to
go. All right, folks. Well, as we teased, it's not often we get to drop things like this on this show. In fact, this might be the first music video that we have dropped on Charger Chat.
We have had a rap.
We have had a rap.
Yes.
But this is a fully produced, storyline and all, music video from our buddy Adam Mundwarf. And it might sound familiar.
If you're audio only right now, I'd recommend hitting pause, jumping on YouTube, and checking this bad boy out.
There are some fun visuals to go with this. So without further ado, here is the music video. Does it have a title? Will we have a title by the... you know what? It probably does have a title. Title. But if we say it, it might spoil it.
Yeah, let's not
spoil it.
Just roll it.
Here we go.
I know a white-out named Laddie, a slippery bulldog, oh so jazzy, with a flick and a spin, he'll dash us to a win. With speed that astounds, he zips all around as he flies with the roaring crowd singing with every touchdown. Oh, as he goes and as he goes, it's saying, Laddie McConkey, oh, Herbert will throw the ball, wouldn't you? And there's he goes, a tippy-toeing and slippery Ladd McConkey, scoring touchdowns like lightning so bright and true. An electric bulldog on the field with speed no rival can shield, running routes that look kinda wonky. With a flick and a spin, he'll dash to a win, leaving defenders feeling all quite hazy. As he goes and as he goes, it's little Ladd McConkey, Herbert will throw the ball, wouldn't you? As he goes, a tippy-toeing and slippery Ladd McConkey, scoring touchdowns like lightning so bright and true.
Chargers fans were quite spoiled with Keenan Allen the past decade, and we're all feeling the void that a life without 13 brought with it. But it looks like Joe Ortiz found a pot of gold in Georgia. Let's hear it for Laddie.
There he goes, and where's he goes, it's saying Laddie McConkey, Herbert will throw the ball, wouldn't you? There he goes, a tippy-toeing and slippery Ladd McConkey, scoring touchdowns like lightning so bright and true. Hey. Go Chargers, suck my butt.
There you go. I thought he was making it up on the spot. Little did I know he was referencing a song. Lil Ladd McConkey.
If you were audio only right there, you just missed an Adam Mundwarf leprechaun prancing through the woods, finding Guinness everywhere.
Guinness after Guinness.
Coins.
Tries to make a pie and he gets Guinness. He can't not have
and
Guinness.
Then he makes a peach pie. Yeah. And it turns into a Guinness.
Wow.
Wild.
Dude,
and I love
Mr. Mundwarf.
I'm so excited for this partnership we have here and where this goes. Only God knows.
Creativity like that is underappreciated. I think that was awesome, Mr. Mundwarf. Thank you.
Channel what you're good at into the Chargers, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that is an absolute blast. Well done, sir. Everybody will have that on their ringtone come Tuesday because after that,
Lil Ladd's gonna go off on Monday. I'll tell you that much.
Big time. All right, folks. Well, it's time to go into the next segment. You know him, you love him. It's a great experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh, great experience. Hello there.
Make yourself at home. Got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
What's good people? Man, we're going to keep this short and sweet. Get right through the intro. The Chargers may have buried chargering, and you can say thank you to a one James Joseph Harbaugh. And with that said, CC gang, the biggest of salutes, and to the rest of the Boat fam, what's going on? It's your guy Craig in Texas, and welcome to the newest edition of the TCE. Let's get to work. Now, sure, you could be a pessimist about it and say the Chargers fumbled a 21-point lead, but you know what was important? The fact that they recovered and won 34-27. Now, honestly, to me, it was really the only way to exercise that 27-0 Jaguars demon from a couple seasons ago. And granted, the stakes were different. It still felt all too familiar, but nonetheless, they pulled it out. And again, the main difference, the guy that's running the show. But you had to know that regardless as to whether or not the Chargers finished this game in winning fashion, there were still going to be haters, and they couldn't wait for the opportunity to downplay the Chargers' performance in this game. I mean, some of these cats will jump in front of a mic or a camera and say virtually anything just to engagement farm, but some of them really do have agendas. Like, most of these folks could care less about accuracy or credibility, let alone accountability. And I've seen the clips on Twitter. I mean, you got the ones who went from blatantly disrespecting players to now sneakily singing their praises. You know the ones. There's really one in particular. Then there are those who won't fully acknowledge the overall organizational improvement due to the new regime. And that's mostly because of the grudge they still hold about the team relocating. So they'll just continue to move the goalposts and push their agendas anyway. It'll be a narrative no matter what the team does. And then you have the talking heads that are fans of rival teams in the division and basically prove their bias against the Chargers by not speaking to, let's say, the performance of the Chargers and Justin Herbert, specifically last week. But instead, they'll give like their own little rendition of the Woe Is Me song for Joe Burrow. I mean, you can't be worried about it. Just leave the clowns at the circus and save yourself the frustration. But anyway, enough of that foolishness. And on to more important things, because the Harbaugh Bowl is nearly upon us. And I will say this. I'm expecting fans to show out the same way you did last week. Season ticket holders, get your butts in the building. If you sell your tickets, only give them to Chargers fans. And pack SoFi out the same way you did against the Bengals. You guys answered coach's call, and I'm expecting nothing less on Monday night. As far as the game is concerned, I'm a little worried. Not doom and gloom, but I'm just hoping that the Chargers tighten some things up, because the last matchup where the Bolts faced a dynamic quarterback and a physical downhill running back, things didn't exactly go swimmingly. That Cardinals matchup in Week 7 saw a Chargers defense that held Kyler Murray mostly in check. I mean, signs of 44-yard back-breaking TD run that ultimately pushed Arizona over the top. And then there was James Conner, who essentially had his way on the ground for over 100 yards and basically carried the ball at 5 yards a clip, so that's no bueno. And now into the tag team of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, who are basically the Cardinals tandem, but like on HGH. The Chargers are going to have one hell of a test on their hands on Monday in SoFi. And in addition to that, we may be short a few key defensive guys. I mean, we already have a few that are out and some that are already playing hurt. But Denzel Perryman might be out for this one. And potentially Cam Hart as well, as I think he's still in concussion protocol last I checked. But the Denzel situation and him being out especially stings because his thumping style of play would be ideal for a matchup like this. And when we're talking about Baltimore, this is a team that's second in points per game, number one in the league in yards per game, and add to that, they're top 3 on third down conversions, which means they are complete hell to get off of the field. Jesse Minter and crew are going to have to play a consistent, sound style of defense all night long, especially in the secondary, by the way. So no coverage busts or miscommunications like last week, or the Bolts could find themselves in an uphill battle and in a hurry. Now, on the flip side of that, luckily, these aren't your dad's Ravens on the defensive side of the ball. I want to say they're 20th plus ranked in points, yards, and opponent third down conversion. So there's that. But where they do shine is against the run. They're first in the entire league, which probably means Greg Roman is going to need to pass, set up the run. And he's proven that he's willing to do that, so I'm not really worried. And you got like a lot of grudge match material going on here. Of course, you got the bros up top, with Jim and John. Then you got Greg Roman going against his former team, as well as your 2 running backs, and J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. So a lot on the line. So they're definitely going to bring it. I'm not concerned about that at all. And this one really could shape up to be a war. But I got my money on Lil Bro, Jim, as you guys know him, but I call him the Don. And since we're speaking about little brothers, hey, Kyle, it's your week, man. Don't let Kev give you any crap. And in general, little brothers, how about we do this? Unite. Channel all of that resentment from all the evil things your older siblings did to you for all those years and send that energy into SoFi on Monday night. I'm sure it could be utilized greatly. So, like I mentioned before, everybody that can get there, please go do your part, show up, make noise, get loud when you're supposed to, and let the Ravens have it. And support your team, because I'm really, really impressed, and a lot of people took notice to the way the Chargers fans showed up last week. So it was definitely needed, specifically when that game got tight late. And I feel like you guys helped push the team over the top. I mean, there were some situations where the Bengals had penalties and had to call timeouts because it was too loud in there. I don't know if that's ever happened in SoFi. But hey, goes to show you all the crap that we get talked about not having fans. In a little while, in very short order, they're going to have to come up with a new joke. And charging won't be a thing anymore. The fan thing you won't be able to pull from. So you're going to have to create some other new narrative. Interested to see what that one's going to be, by the way. But anyway, y'all folks, you know who it is, Mr. Bowl Gang, or Do Not Bang, a.k.a. TOP_FLYT3 over on Twitter. Man, I wish I could be at this game. It's going to be hype. But anyway, you can also check me out as a co-host on the Lightning Round podcast. Do come visit us over there as well. And I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys next week after we go get this dub against the Baltimore Ravens. And again, like I said, I'm confident about it, but it won't be easy. But the best things in life take a little work, don't they? So with that said, again, catch y'all later. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Well, there you go, folks. Another awesome Craig experience.
Thanks,
Putting
Craig.
the call out to all little brothers around the world.
I like the little brother call out. Yeah.
And big
I never let
brothers,
Kevin give me crap.
don't think bad of yourself, big brothers. The reason why the little brothers are as strong and powerful as they are is because we gave them a hard time and made them that way. So, hey, pat on the back.
No.
What can I say except you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly like Maui, stealing her boat, throwing her in a cave and saying you're welcome. That's like big brothers giving themselves a pat on the back.
Yeah. Trials through tribulations, baby. You got this.
Listen, no game is going to be easy. This one especially, but there is an absolute shot for this team to come out and win. And it's only going to be supported by the fans in the stadium that show up to this game. And I'm so excited to see what the turnout's going to be. If the turnout for the Bengals game was what it was, this should be the turnout of all turnouts.
Hell
for
yeah.
Charger games.
I hope.
So, Craig, thank you for another awesome Craig experience.
Thanks, man.
Really appreciate it. And that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. But before we go, We've always got to make our bolt predictions. So this week, is it my turn? Do I start this?
Kevin.
No,
oh, Kevin. Okay.
All right. So Chargers are winning this 24-17. Justin Herbert is going to run for a touchdown. And then we are going to get two Thule sacks again, because I nailed that on the last one, and I'm going to nail it again. He gets 2 sacks.
Okay.
Very fun.
It was 24-17, you said?
Correct.
Okay. Very
Who's
good.
up? Me?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go. I'm going to go Chargers 24, Ravens 23. I think it's going to be that close. It's a pretty good offense. So I think they're going to be able to score some points. We're just going to keep up. And I'm calling a game-winning Dick of the Kicker field goal to end it at the end of the game.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to call the game 28-24. Chargers win, obviously. And
Obviously.
I think Lil Ladd McConkey gets 2 touchdowns.
You got all hyped up from that music video.
Oh, yeah. That music video.
I've got Guinness running through my veins at this point. I think Lil Ladd McConkey gets himself 2 touchdowns.
I think I'm going to have a Guinness at the tailgate. I think that's got to have one.
Utah, give me one.
Give me one. At least one.
That's all you need. All right. There you go, folks. Bolt predictions in the books. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
I hope to see all of you at Thunder Alley and at the game. We're in section 307. Come say hi.
Please.
Let's ride.
Let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's ride. All right, folks. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Don't forget to bolt up, because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.